Yahoo. Yahoo. Konbanwa. Hello. Good evening. Hiya. Good morning. Ohayo. Genki desu ka? Waiting for my roommate to come back with our boba. We all want our roommate to come back with some boba. Good morning. How's everyone been? How was everyone's week? How is 2022 treating everyone? Good? Bad? Good start? Bad start? Don't know yet. Too early to tell. You been following through on your New Year's resolutions? Or have you already dropped them? Boba. Guten Tag. Guten Abend. Drinking coffee? Of course, of course. I just started my first real time, or first real full time, and I already missed sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been cold. Live in South Carolina, not used to 28 degrees. Yeah. Down south is, just havoc is being wreaked, isn't it? Climate-wise. Everyone's experiencing the cold. I don't know, it seems pretty similar to 2021. I think although we can get stuck on the idea that year by year it's no different, we can always trick our brain into thinking that there's some sort of significant difference, or that there can be some sort of significant difference. Now, I'm not like a superstitious person. I'm not super into horoscopes or, jinxes or whatever. But I do think that, like, refreshing your state of mind and, trying to trick your brain into being able to do things that you didn't do the previous year is a thing. Very, very good, but I already failed my resolutions. No. No. I turned 20 in 2 days. Pog. You would be coming of age in Japan. That's like the moment you really turn into an adult. Hatachi. You turn 20. Congrats. Happy early birthday. Hey Rekken, new ASMR VA, but I've been following you for a while. Well, thank you. Good luck with your ascension. Ouch. Zora Zip. My resolution is to cry less. Oh no. Maybe I need to cry more. Oh, I was actually shedding tears watching Ranking of Kings. I know there were people in chat that was recommending it last week. I know Anna was recommending it. forget who else was recommending it, but it's actually really good. I didn't expect it to be so good. I'm not too deep into it yet. I'm only like, well, actually, I'm on like episode 7, I think. Episode 7-ish. It's so good. The intro is really good. The ending is Yama. I freaking love Yama. Freaking tearjerker song. You said you'll never watch it? What? I never said that. Boy, I never said that. Your knowledge for VTubers, and after watching Otabikino made me get into VTubers, which is a New Year thing. My knowledge of VTubers. I do have a vast encyclopedia for at least the HoloLive people. I don't have a huge base, or like knowledge base for Niji Sanji. I only know like a select few. And then when it comes to, or I know a lot of the VShoujo girls obviously, and then when it comes to indie VTubers, I'm not super educated. Bonjour. Bonjour. Did y'all know there's a fan fiction about Rekken on Wattpad? Of course. Are any of us surprised? Roommate just texted me that he's getting a cat. Should I be worried? You should be worried if the cat is going to leave the roommate's room and is going to spill into the public space. Because that's something that should be consulted with your roommate prior to having a responsibility like a cat or a dog. That's not fair to you. I've fallen in love with the new Niji Luxium boys. They're too funny. My envy. It's spilling out. Just frothing at the mouth. That could have been me. You should read it. I think I've come across a Wattpad fanfiction. I don't think I read it, but I've seen one before. I don't like you, Rekken? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe I can change your mind. Jealous boyfriend's jealous again. Wait. Why is there a fanfic? Who knows? I think if you're a reasonable, size in terms of being an influencer or whatever, you'll probably have some sort of fanfic written of you somewhere. I think it's inevitable. I just realized this stopped playing for me and I didn't notice till 5 minutes. No. I've been talking about nothing anyway, it's fine. Went out last week after the stream, passed by the candy section. Butterfingers were nearly gone. Guess not Moose Tier over here, but to be fair, all the Snickers were sold out. Huh. The Butterfingers were nearly gone. Well, here's the thing about that. So apparently recently, people have been getting a little shaky, a little worried. And so they've been going on a spree buying a bunch of food from stores, non-perishables and such. So maybe this was like an exception, like all the candies just being stripped from the shelves because everyone's worried about an apocalypse or something. I have a question. Have you ever tried doing roleplay ASMR? Oh, have you never looked at the videos that are posted on my channel? They're the most viewed ones are the roleplay ones. I don't know, why is this music like all upbeat and stuff now? Stop it. I got Butterfingers at the movies. Last week. No. Not a moose deer candy at the movies. It's so unfair that your top tier tweets are flopping sometimes. I know. Guys, when I tweet a banger tweet, freaking retweet it. Don't just like it, retweet it. Get it out there. I know they're banger tweets, I swear. I know it in my core that they could go viral, but they don't. I'm so upset. like the Mona Lisa one, for sure. If it was tweeted by someone like frickin', I don't know, frickin', who's big? Not PewDiePie, but like if it was tweeted by like Jacksepticeye, I don't know. Freaking god damn it. Like I said, I should just sell my freaking tweet ideas. Is that why you tweet a lot? No. Sometimes it'll be like 3 a.m. and I'll think of a really banger tweet and I'll just post it just because. Like, I don't actually ever expect any of my tweets to do anything. I just want to make you guys laugh. That's all. But there are exceptions. Just don't turn them into NFTs. No, there are exceptions, like the freaking Mona Lisa. And I was so sad. I was like, this is it. This is the one. This is it. This is what's gonna get me out there. Hold on, I was looking for different music. Maybe Lo-Fi Girl. Excuse me. Poster doggies, they are famous. But I don't want to like... I don't want to rely on my dogs. It's like, it feels unearned. Don't worry, whoever reads your tweets figures out you're trying your best. You should ghostwrite celebrity tweets. That's what I'm saying. I should just sell my banger tweet ideas. I just realized nobody retweet. Exactly. Nobody. Not a single person. Guys. Pity. Here, I'm gonna pity post it. Oh wait, I can't post links. I can't post links on YouTube chat, I forgot. Or can I? Wait, since I'm the channel owner, can I? Wait, let's see. Oh, I can. Oh, yes. I'm gonna abuse my YouTube power here. Pinned tweets kinda sus, though. Ayo. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe it turns people away. They're like, what the hell is he talking about? All I'm doing is spinning facts. How do people become famous on Twitter if they're not celebrities? I mean, you can. It's like, if you follow the algorithm properly, and you actually use Twitter, like, constantly, like, interact with people, you know, like, mutually follow people who like your stuff, comment on their stuff, comment on big tweets, try to get, like, try to post a lot of memes, etc., etc. You can actually blow up on Twitter, but I don't do any of that stuff actively, so... Like, I've never really actually tried, save for, like, make banger tweets, which don't ever get retweeted for some reason. Just start, yeah, and that. Twitter thrives off of controversy. So if you post something controversial, like frozen yogurt is a waste of space. Why eat frozen yogurt when you could just eat ice cream? Dummies. I don't know. That was just off the top of my head. It's really low-hanging fruit. Doesn't make any sense, but... What I meant before was an ASMR roleplay about mythical creatures. Oh. No, I don't think I've done... Yeah, I haven't done any roleplay, like, fantastical roleplay. I have done Genshin roleplay. Yeah. But I don't want to, like... I don't want to strike up controversy. That's not really what I'm about. Excuse me. My nose has been runny for like a week. Not like crazy runny, but on and off runny. It's just the cold, I think. Dio, welcome to the Pudding Kingdom. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. Nice bud. Grazie. Please do some tapping or whispers. Okay. How was Osama Denki? Good. I'm only like 7 episodes in, but it's really, really good. I'm glad you guys recommended it. I think another reason I don't really grow on Twitter is because I don't actively promote it on YouTube. Like, I don't know. Whenever I'm streaming like this, and I say, I have a Twitter, people are like, what? Just because, I don't know. I don't like the whole, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my Twitter nonsense. But really, that's like 50% of growth is to promote yourself. But I've always been very up-nosed about that. This whole stream's basically been an ad-free Twitter. I know, this is my sneaky way of doing it. Now I gotta buy that flannel lotion. This is what Rekken's perfume smells like. What exactly does flannel smell like besides shirt? I think I mentioned this on the video before last, but it's like, it's between Axe and Old Spice. Like deodorant. Like it smells not as old man-y as Old Spice, but it doesn't smell as edgy teenager as Axe. Why is the weather so cold though? I don't know, something to do with fracking and freaking CO2 emissions and the world ending, ice caps melting, the seawater not being able to run along the currents because there's too much fresh water in the ocean, and the currents are what dictate the weather, and there's a lot of like not enough warm fronts and cold fronts and something, I don't know. Yay! Welcome to the Pudding Kingdom. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. I suppose. Rekken, tell me how to make coffee in Japanese, please. Coffee?コーヒーの作り方、レッケンスタイル。まずは K カップをキューリックの機械に入れて、12オンツってなんて言うんだろう、500ml機能を押してコップを用意する。でもその前にコップをお湯の下に流して温める。そしたらコーヒーがもっともっと時間経って温かく飲める。なんか日本語の文法がなかなか間違っていったりあれで、そしてコーヒーを流す前に砂糖を入れ、コーヒーが流れずつ溶かしていく。でその間にバターを用意する。バターを小さじ、バターを小さじコーヒーに入れる。そして牛乳もちょちょい入れて、ウィップクリームを最後上に乗っける。はい完成はい完成こんにちは。Hi Carmen. Butter? Yes, butter. Butter and coffee is very good. Yunmi, welcome. Welcome, soldier. Thank you. We got a bunch of people becoming sponsors today. What's going on? Hello, thank you. Welcome to the Pudding Kingdom. May you protect our treasures at all costs. Nice, but thank you. 私はあなたを愛しています。愛している。強いお言葉を使いますね。愛は重いぞ。おっとっと。手首が痛い。The moment when you don't know Japanese but watch anime, so when one word drops that you know. Leonardo DiCaprio pointing. That's good. That's good. I mean, I don't have that problem, but accurate. That's accurate as hell. Thanks for the pity retweet. Won't it be salty? No. Honestly, it's kind of like, it's like adding salt in cookies. Like, you don't add salt in cookies to make them salty. You add salt in cookies to bring out the sweetness a bit more. I don't know how that works, actually, you know? Like, I don't know the science behind it, but that's how it happens. And besides, there is saltless butter, so if you're worried that the coffee's gonna get salty, then just use saltless butter. Or unsalted butter. Can you tell me if I said that right? Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, you did. You said it right. But the only thing about that is, in Japan, when you're, like, expressing, like, love in that way, you don't really say aishiteru as much, like, anymore. I don't know. Just as a culture, it's become more common practice to say, like, suki, daisuki, instead of the actual word for love. Like, aishiteru, like, that word is reserved for, like, the deepest of loves. Like soulmate. Like, you're about to die, so I have to express my love in, like, the most unfathomably deep way I can. Yeah, love in general is a strong word, even in English. 'Cause love doesn't exist. Jesus. Hi, cat. Suki. Yeah, ice, it is, like, really intense. Do you know any other languages except English, Japanese, and a bit of Spanish? No. I know, like, you know, like words, like a couple different words in other languages, like mahal kita, or privyet, or omelette de fromage. Do you like Starbucks? I don't have anything, like, super against Starbucks. I think it's really expensive, and I'll only get it if I'm, like, I don't know, out and about, and it's the only coffee place I can get coffee from. but I don't think it like tastes bad or anything per se. Like I like the iced caramel macchiato at Starbucks. You missed dono. Whoopsies. Done with the retweet. Anything that makes you happy. Thank you. Mahal kita. Mama. Thank you. Thank you, Tika. I already get used to it. Get used to what? Me ignoring you? I try. Wait, I try not to ignore you. You're like, you know. Well, I can't actually say anything. But thank you. Caramel macchiato's the bestest. True. Oh, also, Khan, if Khan is here, Khan donated 2 days ago. I think that was when I released the ear massage video. Today's content is very relaxing, thank you. I do enjoy no talking for sleep usually, but I do like your voice talking very much too. Your talking is very comforting. Just let you know, have a good day onwards. So thank you. Thank you to Khan for the dono. Nice put. And nice put, Atika. Thank you. Who taught you to say privyet? Because you say it with no accent, literally. Oh, really? I like saying, I mean, I don't think anyone taught it to me. I think I learned it from how the Google pronunciation said it. But I like to try to imitate how, you know, the pronunciation of the word actually is in that language. Because I don't like to sound like a gringo. Like a gringo. Gringo. I try my best with not having an accent in most languages. Well, most languages I say, but you know, like I have a bit of an accent in Japanese, like a bit of an American accent, I think, which I try to cover up. It's not easy because it's just that there are certain muscles that I didn't use for a long time, so it's out of practice, and some sounds just don't come out naturally like they should for certain Japanese words, you know. Your accent for Spanish. I try in Spanish. Okay, but you have to admit, for most people, or for most, or how do I put this? Comparatively to other people who speak Spanish, who are not native Spanish speakers, you have to admit my pronunciation's pretty good, you know? I don't know, actually. I'm just full of shit. Can we get the zoomies? Are you still drinking coffee? I am. I usually drink like a 12-ounce cup, so it lasts for a little bit. Those are my those are like my vocal warming exercises, doing like lip rolls and stuff. And blowing raspberries. Can do finger snapping. Do you have any collection obsession? Collection obsession. I like collecting NFTs. Not really. You know what oh my god. You know what I did collect though in 9th grade? In 8th, wait, when was it? It was like 8th, 9th, and then I stopped like my sophomore summer because I realized it was just absolutely way too cringe. I collected fedoras. I say collect, but I only had like 5, which is 5 too many. No. Rekken's dark history. Respectfully, ew, I know. I had like a tan one, a brown one, a black one, a gray one, and a pink one. The pink one I picked up in... Where did I pick that up? I picked it up in Boston. Yeah, like fedora hats. I unironically wore fedoras for like 2 years, guys. Oh. Dude, I wish I had help. I wish I had help in middle school and high school. Do you still keep them? I don't know, actually. I think my sister hid them somewhere. Like, I was gonna throw them away, but she hid them away. I want to see Rekken wearing a hot pink fedora. I have a picture on my Instagram. I mean, it's from like way back then. Honestly, I don't know why fedoras get so much hate. They kind of looking cool. They can be kind of cool. I mean, I think I really liked Bruno Mars. And I was like, oh my god, he's a short king. I can pull the ladies if I'm just like him. I think that was my middle school, like realization that all I needed to do was wear a fedora. 0 bitches were attained in middle school. Wait, that's not true. I didn't wear a fedora. No, that's not true, because I did have that one summer camp or one band camp experience that I told you guys about way back when. With this one really hot girl. It's really weird. I can't really, I guess, say hot girl now, because she was like, what, 13 or 14 at the time. So saying hot girl now would make it weird. I don't know. I guess it's like my memory. It's memory Rekken saying hot girl though, right? So it's okay. It's fine. But anyway, I don't think I wore fedoras to that band camp. I don't recall any. No, I think it's fine. I think talking about people past tense, saying they were attractive back then, is fine. Because they also grew up, you know? Like, you don't know, like, maybe you don't talk to them anymore, but they're also at the same age that you were, or that you are right now. So it's not like it matters. Colored skinny jeans, anyone? I actually didn't go through a skinny jean phase. All of my neighborhood friends did. Literally, I was in the emo friend group and I didn't know it. I was in the emo friend group. I had no idea, but I was. Everyone had the hair over their eyes on, like, you know, parted one way. Everyone had their screamo freaking black graphic tees with their colored skinny jeans and their skater shoes. And they listened to, you know, screamo just while playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I was in the emo friend group. And I did not fit in. I had 0 place in that friend group, and yet they still were fine with me being there. Like, I was the kid with the baggy jeans, like the baggy oversized jeans, like bright blue, you know, like jeans, and with like with a collared like button, 2-button shirt. I cannot believe how I dressed in middle school. It was just so cringe. Oh. But now, I unironically wear skinny jeans and Converse. Okay, not skinny jeans. They are slim jeans, but they're not skinny jeans, you know. Are you laying down right now? No, I'm sitting at my desk. Those thin eyebrows. I have thick eyebrows, and I'm fine with them. Eyebrows are literally the source of human expression. And I don't know what I'd do without my eyebrows. I used to sell rainbow loom bands in middle school. Oh, the hustler. Okay. Out here making bank on the middle school playground. Well, you can say you dress nice because we matched in the movies. Maybe you just dress bad. You ever think about that? Maybe I dress bad. So if you're equivocalizing yourself to me, I don't know if that's a word, maybe you just dress bad. Skinny jeans on K-pop idols. Skinny jeans on Asian people work really well. Well, okay, I take that back. Because I guess it still depends on the figure. Because it wouldn't work on, like, you know, a beer belly Asian dad who's balding. You know, owns a laundromat. That you know, and he wears like a wife beater, like a white wife beater. Why are they called that? Why are those shirts called wife beaters, by the way? Can we rename those? It's so morbid. It's like along the same lines of how the one exercise that you did. I don't know if you guys were ever in like track and field or soccer or it doesn't even have to be soccer, like any sport whatsoever. But there were the exercises called suicides, and we just never even like thought about it back then. You know, it was just like, oh yeah, it's called suicide because we're gonna want to kill ourselves after doing them. But it's so morbid. They're just tank tops. Well, yeah, I know, but it's like, it's not just a tank top. It's like, it's got like a coffee stain, you know, it's like grungy, you can see their armpit hair, it's always white. It's like that certain like matted material, you know what I'm saying? I absolutely wanted to die after running those. Exactly. Dude, those were the worst. Especially when you had to do them on like a football field. Like, I don't know if you guys ever, or I don't know how many Americans there are in chat, but if you were, you know, a sport associate and you got the football field to practice on, then you would have to do like every single 5-yard line as like your warm-up exercise. That was hell. And most of the time, if you're, you know, from an American public school, you would have had like a slice of pizza for lunch. Maybe some applesauce, maybe a chalky milk. And that was all going all over that football field. Either that or you just didn't have enough energy to do it. Football is in rugby or football is in soccer? As in soccer. Or no, as in rugby. Football is in American football. Like the, you know, oh, we're strong men, we're gonna run into each other and hold each other and look each other really intensely in the eyes. Testosterone. I'm a man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Suicides are, so, it's when you run, okay, so, say you're at a starting line, okay, and there's a line of cones, like, 5 meters ahead of you, and there's a line of cones 5 meters ahead of that one, and 5 meters ahead of that one, and 5 meters ahead of that one, and there's like, you know, 5 lines of cones, okay? So, what you have to do is you have to run to the first line of cones, run back to the starting line, you run to the second line of cones, you run back to the starting line, you run to the third line of cones, back, fourth line of cones, back, fifth line of cones, back, and then you have to do that, like, in however, like, variation the coach says. So you sometimes will have to go 1, back, 2 back, 3 back, 4 back, 5 back, 4 back, 3 back, 2 back, 1 back. Or you have to go, 5 back, 4 back, 3 back, 2 back, 1 back, 5 back, 4 back, 3 back, 2 back, 1 back. I don't know. Stuff like that. So glad I always tapped out of those. You were allowed to tap out of them? Are American public schools as trash as Americans describe them? I think it depends. It honestly depends on where you live. Because American public schools are funded by basically the neighboring houses and their incomes. American public schools are funded by income tax relation. So if you're in a wealthier district, right, then your public school is going to be better because the teachers are better quality usually because they come and get paid more. You get more equipment. Teachers don't have to buy their own paper and pencils and whatnot. The lunches are usually a little better. Depends. I think lunches across the board are pretty bad in public schools. There are more options as far as sports and, clubs and whatever. The buildings are kept up and refurbished and nicer. And then, if you have a public school with 1,000 houses of income tax supporting it and all of them are lower income, then yeah, that school is going to be rubbish. And not only that, but America doesn't have a unified federal mandated educational system. So there's not one single curriculum that all the states have to follow. It's kind of it is state-based. So, I mean, for the most part, it's when you're in high school, you have to have 4 years of math, 4 years of English, 2 years of science, blah, 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 something like that. But there's no federal regulations on it. So, some states could be teaching, and some states could be teaching one thing about American history, while other states teach a totally different, aspect of it. How, I know there are actually still some, I don't think they're public schools, I think they're private schools, but there are still private schools in the South that teach about how the Civil War was a fight for states' rights instead of a fight over enslaving people. SAT is a standardized test? Yes, but actually, a lot of states follow the ACT instead of the SAT. So, again, there isn't one specific thing that all states follow. Yeah, some states, the kids have to take the ACT and the SAT. Some kids have to take the SAT. Some kids have to take the ACT. I don't know, it's a mess. Is there a big difference between the ACT and SAT? I don't think so, but it's just the format. I think maybe some of the content is different. Why do Americans have problems with geography? Because I think people take geography like once throughout their K-12. Like I think I took geography maybe in like 8th grade or 9th grade. But, you know, that's like the time kids are just not paying attention to anything. So I guess it comes down to like mostly it's about the amount of exposure to geography that kids have. Like, unless they're, I don't know, a multicultural family, like what's the point of them looking up a map and educating themselves on what the rest of the world looks like? I guess. I don't know. Did you go to high school in Japan or the US? US. Are you bad at geography? No, I'm actually really good at geography. I mean, I couldn't tell you where every single, like, South American country is. I couldn't tell you where exactly every single European country is. Well, just in general, I couldn't tell you where every single country is, but I am probably better at geography than 95% of my peers. I used to know, well, I still know where every single state and capital is. Well, capitals, I'm actually shaky. For the US, you know? I'm going on holiday in Europe. Why do they never say where? I can name continents, not countries. Well, everyone should be able to name the continents. That's a given. Like, no offense. But the continents, people should 100% know where every single continent is. At least. There's only 7. My favorite country is Europe. England is my city. German schools make you memorize every continent's countries. I have culture shock right now. Yeah, as they should, honestly. I think every single country should mandate, memorizing what other countries look like, even. Like, where are they? What do they look like? What do they do in those countries? Just like basic stuff, but nope. Me who never remembers which is a continent and a country. A continent is the group of countries like associated with said continent. Like North America is Canada, the US, and Mexico. South America is Latin America, all that stuff down south. Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, etc. Africa, all the African countries. Europe, all the European countries. Plus, the western sliver of Russia. Which I still think is part of, is it still part of Europe, right? That like western strip of Russia that has Moscow in it. Like 95% of Russia is in Asia, but 5% is in Paraguay, whatever. Paraguay. Russia is in Eurasia, like Turkey. Well, Eurasia is not like an official continent, though. So it's like Russia, 5% of Russia is in Europe, and then the rest is in Asia, along with India and Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. And then Oceania. I think it's not called Australia anymore. I think it's called Oceania, because it's recognized as like all the surrounding islands and stuff as being part of the Oceania continent. And then, of course, Antarctica, which honestly I don't know why is considered a continent. I remember it used to be called, it said like Oceania. Really? Even when it's a Oceania, like with the IA. It's the sound? Oh, really? I hate English. Oh, and yes, Amy, we can have a hug before the stream ends. Hugs will be dispersed to everyone before the stream ends. Nice put, Amy. Dude, English sucks. If we could remove one language, it'd be English. Everyone should just be forced to learn Japanese or Korean. They're way cooler sounding. Alright, Zora, have fun with your shower. I'll see you next stream. I will never understand when to use comma in English grammar. I think the comma has been kind of abused because people think that the comma can be used whenever you want to make a pause, which honestly, it can be used that way if it's a writing style choice in, like, say, fictional books. But the comma is, I think, the rule is you have to use it when you are listing new information in the middle of a sentence, or you are just listing things. Or for locations, like when you're talking about a city and a state, but that's like part of the listing things. Rekken, Oxford comma, yes or no? Oxford comma? You mean the comma after and? I used to be an Oxford comma believer, and then I'm like, well, that's just extra work. So I'm okay with not having one. Or before and whatever. Same shit. Not the same, but I knew what I was talking about, or I knew what you guys were talking about. Okay. Let me sleep. I thought they dispersed of the Oxford comma. Like, they were like, you don't need to use it anymore. Maybe we turn the music off for that. Happy birthday, dear grandma. Have you guys seen the TikToks of the people clowning on people who sing the birthday song super extra? Happy birthday, dear grandma. Happy birthday to you. It's like, chill. Sorry. Damn, it's not my fault you can't sing. I'm kidding. No, if you do that for actual birthday parties, you're a tool. Birthday parties are supposed to sound, or birthday songs are supposed to sound bad. Remember stream later? Oh shoot. Did I not? Uh-oh, stinky. Uh-oh, stinky. Uh-oh, what day is it? 22. Oh no, creamy peanut butter. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Spider-Man. Booba. Booba. There you go. It's up. The awkward feeling when you stand there while people are singing happy birthday to you. I hate it. I hate people singing happy birthday to me. Creamy peanut butter. Dun, 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 dun. I want cake. I got some plenty of cake right here. Chocolate, coffee, carrot, you name it. Play any instruments? I did play the saxophone for a while, and I have a saxophone to play, but I just haven't been recently. But I don't want to start like another thing half-assed. Like, I don't really have the motivation to start back up right now. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make that like next year's New Year's resolution or something. Like, pick the saxophone back up. You have a liar being delivered today? It can be this year. January isn't over. Yeah, but I already have a New Year's resolution. If you set too many New Year's resolutions for yourself, you're gonna burn yourself out. So you have to be careful. Tried guitar, but really no talent for music. I don't think you have to have talent for music. I think anyone can play music. Unless you're like actually tone deaf, which a lot of people use that excuse when only like 1% of the population is actually tone deaf. Unless you're legitimately tone deaf, I don't think that you have to have like a talent or anything for music. Like, anyone can do it. You just have to put in the practice. Like anything. You have to put in the practice for anything you want to be good at. I can't read music notes, you will eventually. It's like a language. Musical notes are like a language you have to learn. Like, you start off by, you know, learning notes, like, kind of like, it's kind of like when you learn kanji, for Japanese or, like, Chinese characters, or even Korean characters, you have, like, the translated English, you know, like, the English vowel sounds or whatever, or, like, not the vowels, but, like, the sounds above them, so that you can look at them, look at the character, and, like, associate the sound, and then, you know, that's what it is. That's how you learn that's how you learn what English notes, Jesus freaking Christ, musical notes are. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour, and take what's ours. Put in the work, put in the hours. GDFL or like do re mi? Neither. I read them as their notes. I read them as A B C D E F G A B C D E F G. I refuse to believe people can actually read sheet music. It's impossible. I'm so out of practice. So, the thing about reading sheet music is, actually, I don't know how to read sheet music, say, as, like, a choir person. Like, if I'm reading sheet music as a singer, it would be a lot harder for me, because I can't associate the notes on the page with what my throat is supposed to do, like what sound is supposed to come out of my mouth, because that's a different instrument, right? Your throat or your voice is a different instrument. But because I learned how to read music with my saxophone, which is a totally different instrument, you associate the note on the page with the certain the fingering on your instrument. So, like, if I see a G on the page, then I put 3 fingers down, right? If I see an F on the page or an F sharp, I put 4 fingers down in a different variation. If I see a D on the page, I put 6 fingers down. And it's like that. You read it like that. You read it in association with your muscle memory, basically. So that's knowing what note you're supposed to play. And then they add variations to the notes by making them go faster or slower. If they're whole notes, you hold down your 6 fingers. If it's a whole note layer D, or a whole note that's in D, then you hold down your 6 fingers for 4 beats of whatever tempo. If it's a half note, then you hold down for 2 beats of said tempo. If it's a quarter note, you hold down for 1 beat of said tempo. And yada yada yada. So it's just a lot of practice and associating in your brain with muscle memory, and that's for any instrument, even your voice. Once you sing enough along to sheet music, you'll know like at what position your vocal cords are supposed to be for each note. And I don't know how to do that because I've never practiced that before. I can sing songs fine, but I can't read sheet music. That's for a choir person. I was a band kid. I wish we used American note lengths. Half, quarter, eighth makes so much more sense than minim, crochet, quaver. What in the freaking extra? What? Gonna try out to become drum major senior year? Do it! That's an awesome experience. One of my friends became a drum major. And we kind of gave him shit for it because he was like not the leader type, but he really pulled it off. So yeah, it was really cool. Do it. If you want to do something, do it. Crochet. Crochet. Oh, not crochet. Crochet. I think I got at least 4% smarter this stream. Yes. Educational ASMR stream. Bulk. Yeah, and just like any other language, if you don't use it at all for years, you're gonna fall out of practice. Like, you won't forget everything, but once you'll come back to sheet music and you'll try to play your instrument, you'll be like, you'll forget for a second. Like, your muscle memory will kick in eventually, like after a couple hours of play. Like, it'll kind of re-attune itself, but for a little bit, when you come back to sheet music after a long time, you'll be like, was that note A or B? Oh, no, that's B. My old piano teacher used to sing the notes while I played, and it was so distracting. That helps with ear training, though. Like, it helps with you being able to play by ear. And playing by ear is a really important skill for musicians, I think. Because if you can play by ear, it means that you can sight read better, which is really important for piano players, particularly, because the sheet music for piano players changes so fast. And a lot of times, piano players have to play accompaniments, and they don't have a lot of time to practice said accompaniments sometimes. My old piano teacher was racist. Kind of ruined it for me. Huh? But her voice was so bad. Oh, like she couldn't hold the tune. I see. Ah. Now play the A. Play the A. Ah. That would be torture. Yeah, if it was bad. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, everyone. I do have to move on to the member stream. But thank you for listening to an old man ramble about music and commas and whatever I was talking about today. It's always fun. Anywho, I will see you all next week. Any announcements? Not really. If you don't follow my Twitter, go follow my Twitter. That's about it. Bye bye. Thank you for joining the stream. Sweet dreams.